Hammer time!
Hi, this is Jason from Horrific Nightmares, and welcome back to Hammer Horror Month, also known as September. This is the segment I'm doing with my good buddy Joe the Horror Man, where we're going to talk about a different Hammer film every day for the month of September. Yeah. Today we're going to be talking about dun 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 The Lodge. First of all, before I get into my review, I did do a more comprehensive review of The Lodge for body bags. I'm going to link that in the description box below in case you want to know more about the plot, because I'm not going to talk about the plot in this one. And do I recommend you check out my body bags review? Probably not, because I think this movie is best to go in blind. All right, let's get started. The Lodge is a 2019 film which runs approximately 108 minutes and is directed by both Severin Fiala and Veronica Franz. Now, they did a movie that I am quite fond of that also has a similar tone as The Lodge, and it's called Goodnight Mommy, the original. And I know that Goodnight Mommy has a kind of love it or hate it sort of relationship with its audience. This kind of does as well, so just keep that in mind. Now, this movie stars Riley Keough as Grace, Jaden Martell as Aiden Hall. He should look familiar when you're watching it from It Chapter 1 and Chapter 2. And Leah McHugh as Mia Hall. This also has Alicia Silverstone in a fairly small role. Now, the worldwide gross on this is 3.1 million. And as I said before, I am not going to talk really about the plot. I'm going to talk about the film. This is my third watch of this film. This is a movie that, just to let you guys know, Joe and I are going to be doing a ranking of the Hammer films that we've watched this month. Um, this is probably the best film that we're reviewing, probably. But it's not going to be number one. And the reason for that is, and I'm going to get more into this when we do our ranking, is because the rewatchability isn't there. Now, is this a slow burn? Yes. But that's not why. This movie is so freaking depressing. Um, it's a tough watch. It really is. And it's the tone. And that's kind of what I wanted to get into this time with reviewing this film. This deals with a lot of tough subject matter, like mental illness and stuff like that. Um, Suicide is another thing it touches on. And one thing I wanted to point out is it does have an animal death in this, and that affects me a lot. Um, do I like it in this film? No. Do I think they needed to have it? Probably not. Is it effective in the way the film progresses? Yes. So even though I would rather not have it in the film, I see why they put it in. I really do. Um, so I know that's going to probably X out a few people right there. But I would say to give this film a chance anyway. Just don't plan on being in a good mood when it's over. This film is mood altering stuff. And every time I watch it, like I just finished watching this with Joe and I wanted to talk about it. And that's the weird thing about this film. You want to talk about it because I do really think it's a masterpiece. It is a amazing film because of the tone. This has doom and gloom all the way through. But it's not something I'm likely to watch again anytime soon because it is a tough watch. Um, there are a few movies that have been like that, and fortunately or unfortunately, depending on how you look at it, there have been two films in this month already that have been like that. And it's been The Lodge, and it's been Never Take Candy or Sweets, depending on which version you're watching, from a Stranger. They're tough movies. They are really tough movies. Hammer freaking knocked it out of the park with these. And like I said, I am a big fan of Goodnight Mommy. I do understand the kind of love hate relationship. And I understand the love hate relationship with this film as well because it's not an easy watch. But I do really feel like a movie that can literally change your mood. It deserves to be talked about. So definitely check out Joe's review of The Lodge. This is a tough one. This is a really tough movie, but it's so good. It is so well done. Yeah, I don't know if I can recommend it or not. That's the whole thing about The Lodge, and also never take candy from a stranger. Recommending these movies, you have to kind of be careful who you recommend them to because it can have some triggering effects. It definitely can. So watch this at your own risk. Um, it is a very well made film, a very good film, a very well shot film, and a very well written film. But it's a tough watch. So definitely check it out if you have the cojones or don't. But be sure to check out Joe's review of The Lodge anyway. Physical media matters. And until next time, peace.